My wallet's so empty, it doesn't even have any moths in it. I'm sure you all seen that show, The Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. And in that show, it really makes you think that in order to have a fantastic lifestyle, you have to have a great big house, a fancy car, some really sweet clothes. And while all those things are nice, you can't enjoy them without good health. So today we are going to do a fantastic lifestyle checklist. This checklist is one that health and fitness professionals will quite often do with their clients to help them see areas in their lives that they may need to modify in order to attain their goals. So I'll put a link in the description so you can print off your own copy. So I printed off my copy of the checklist. We're just going to hit the highlights because I don't want the video to get too long. It starts off with family and friends. Close relationships have been shown to really help improve the length of a person's life. And the question that it asks is, I have someone to talk to about things that are important to me. Now, they've done studies about the blue zones, and the blue zones in the world are areas where they have a higher amount of people that live over 100 than everywhere else in the world. And one of the things they found is that these people have very good interpersonal relationships. So it's not necessarily just family, because of course, blood is always family, but family isn't always blood. The next thing it goes into is activities. And it asks how often you're active, and of course the more active you are, the higher you rate on the sheet. Then it moves into nutrition. I want to pause on this one a bit because I think I have a very good diet and I'm very consistent on my diet, but they base their information on the Canada Food Guide. So here's where I want to ask you, do you feel that you should base your diet on the Canada Food Guide? It has 2 to 3 servings of meat. I have a protein. And maybe that's how I should break that down as opposed to say meat. I have protein at every meal because of course I'm a bro and me and my sisters, we gotta have our protein. And then the other part that's really high on my diet is vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are very high on my diet, whereas grains are very low on my diet. I have grains every day, but like 1 serving where they're recommending 6 to 8 servings. And I'm much higher when it comes to vegetables. But what do you think if you were to have a Mediterranean diet or a paleo diet, that as long as you're following that regular, that you would have a balanced diet? Let me know in the comments. I think that's worth discussing. Tobacco and toxins. Obviously, the more you have, the worse you rate. This is one, actually, I do have one area where I rated very badly, and that's coffee. I have the worst rating for coffee. I drink a pot a day, so I have one of those habits that I could change to bring myself more in line with a fantastic lifestyle. Alcohol. Alcohol I rated not too badly on. 6 to 10 drinks a week. They base it on the week, although then they ask the question, how many drinks do you have per sitting? Anything over 4 drinks is bad. And so we're under the 4 drinks. Then it asks a really serious question. It's, I drive after drinking. And most of these others, they have like 5 different ratings. This one doesn't. It's black and white. Either you do drive after you're drinking or you don't. Do you think there should be gauges? Like, is it okay to drive after 1 drink? Or is it that black and white? If you have a drink, you don't drive. Sleep and stress. Clearly, stress is one of those things that can really tear us down. And again, when we talk about the blue zone, I know this video is not about the blue zone. I should really do one about the blue zones in the world. I think there's 5 or is there 4 blue zones in the world that people live over 100. And a very large amount of people live over 100. And another thing is these people tend to have very stress-free lives. They're either in isolated communities, so they don't have the hustle and bustle that we have, where we're running around trying to get our kids to school and to dance recital plus work and the activities we have with our own friends and studying and all the things we have to do. It can give us a pretty crazy busy life nowadays. Then it asks us about behavior, how we feel, whether we're always in a hurry, whether we're angry or hostile. And then it asks a section on insight. And in insight, it talks about whether you're a positive, optimistic thinker, whether you feel tense or uptight all the time, or whether you're sad or depressed. I mean, everyone has all of these feelings at some point, but to what degree? And how do you go about managing it? Then it asks about career. And I rated not too bad in career. I do like my job, but I don't see it as my future. I am approaching retirement, but I plan on working into my retirement, and I really want to work in the health and fitness industry. I want to teach and educate and motivate and really become someone who can help others see what they do now and how it can positively affect their life in the future. I do want to continue to grow this channel and gain experience in front of the camera so that I can help more people. So that is the bulk of the questions. If you think there are any questions after you print this off that should have been on here, let me know in the comments. I think this could be a great one for discussion. So I really want to encourage everyone to do this checklist and tell me in the comments what you thought of the questions, whether there's anything that was crazy or you thought it was a very good checklist. Anyway, this is Lawrence from Fit and 50 signing out. Keep working out, keep having fun, keep looking for ways to improve your life so that we can all live together in a fantastic life.